There comes a point in every life when the structures that once held us together begin to fail. The routines, beliefs, and identities that gave shape to the world can no longer contain what we have become. Something in the system cracks. What follows may look like collapse, but beneath the surface there is a hidden logic. The human mind, like any complex system, reorganizes itself only after it reaches its limits. Cognitive science and psychology describe this in measurable terms. Every mind has thresholds. When the load of perception, memory, or emotion exceeds capacity, coherence begins to disintegrate. Under too much pressure, attention fragments, comprehension falters. The Yerkes, Dodson curve shows that stress enhances performance up to an optimal point, then reverses it sharply. Systems theory tells the same story. When tension accumulates beyond equilibrium, a phase transition occurs. The structure does not merely weaken, it reorganizes into a new state. Human consciousness behaves this way. We adapt until adaptation itself fails, and what we call a break becomes the only path toward reconfiguration. Seen from this angle, breakdown is not a flaw in the mind's design, but a feature of its evolution. The psyche pushes itself to the edge of its own pattern, and when the pattern can no longer hold, something new emerges. The process is rarely gentle. It can take the form of depression, exhaustion, creative eruption, or existential stillness. Yet in each case, what dies is not the person but a way of being. This rhythm of collapse and renewal seems to repeat across scales. Individuals, cultures, and even ideas reach saturation points where their internal contradictions outweigh their stability. Pressure mounts, coherence frays, and a sudden reorganization takes place. Equilibrium gives way to pressure, pressure to disintegration, and disintegration to reordering. The pattern is recursive, a pulse of evolution itself. No two people break in the same way, but everyone encounters the edge of what they can bear. For some it arrives as despair, for others, numbness or surrender, for others still, a moment of sudden clarity. The outer form varies, but the inner structure is constant. An old world collapses so that a new one can be born. Whether this becomes destruction or transformation depends on how we meet the fracture, whether we cling to the ruins or learn to rebuild from them. Breaking, then, may be less a tragedy than an inevitability. Consciousness evolves through dissonance, through the failure of its own stability. The human mind is not made to remain unbroken. It is made to recover, reinterpret, and begin again. The breaking point is the moment when life insists on change. To understand that is to see that collapse is not the end of order, but the precondition of a deeper one. The mind must break to be remade.